Hey folks, how's it going? How is it going? Um, First of all, apologies, I'm going to be a little bit slow today. I'm still feeling the effects from Friday's stream, so
Hello there.
I'm going to be having uh, a bit of a slow start. I'm sure once I start playing, I will immediately get straight back into the action. Yeah, that humanity should slowly start returning. Welcome, Entro. Thank you for joining as always. Um, just before we get started, uh, just wanted to um, state that there's been quite a lot of progress with the Discord channel. To be honest, I don't think we're a million miles away from us just opening the doors to the masses. That might even be very soon. But I need to get a definitive before I go ahead and do so. And then what we'll be doing is we'll be adding a command into the stream chat. So you can just do !Discord and then it'll give you the details on how you can join the server. But yeah, just a big thank you to my fellow captain Dio, who has been working tirelessly on the structure, and also just a special thank you to Antrabine as well for providing very valuable input into the development of the server as well. We've already got plenty of stuff that's getting posted on there, and yeah, it looks absolutely great. So looking forward to opening up the doors officially for that, and yeah, it'll be great to see all of you wonderful people in there as well. Okay, so that's the introductory part done. I'm going to jump straight into the save that we had made in the previous stream on Friday. We made about, well, it would have been 7 hours of progress on Friday, which is great. It's allowed us to get past the intro and naturally just start making some progress around the map. The approach I'm taking isn't to dart around and just do all the main quests and get up into the different areas as quick as possible. What it actually is, it's going to be largely me just doing what I did in the previous stream, just roaming about the absolutely stunning landscapes and doing the activities that are dotted about in between them. And of course, as we get near to a quest location, we'll absolutely pick it up and do the quest from there. I'm going to be keeping an eye on the rewards from these quests as well, as some of them are very valuable. Others are perhaps not ones which I necessarily use or need, but it's a good idea to just see what's on offer. For example, the ones that are offering me bonuses to my well, I say bonuses, like if anything that's allowing me to have a different armor set, I'm probably not going to be using anything else other than Traveler's Attire for now, because Traveler's Attire makes it a lot easier when you're going around the map to discover things, because you get 20% more Fog of War lifted, and also artifacts vibrate in the controller when you happen to get near. It could also track the artifacts individually as well, but I just typically tend to roam around, and then if it starts vibrating, then I'll head in the direction where that artifact is found. So I'm going to set a marker just for here, and then we're going to head in that direction. Now, as we discussed in the previous stream, the GPS is essentially the wind. Once you've set a marker, you can die like that by jumping off a cliff, but you can also find out roughly what direction you need to be going in. It's a really cool system. It allows you not to have too much of a cluttered HUD, and as you can see, I've literally only got one item that's appearing on my heads-up display at the moment. I'm stuck, and that is, or was, the target that I had set on my map, which is just here. So you'll see, it says there, the top left, there's a pin, it's 520 meters away. That might actually disappear again. I don't know if it just disappeared then because I got stuck and I had to reset my position, but either way, it's not distracting in the slightest, and certainly I would definitely still say that this game has a really nice lack of HUD features, which feels strange to say because I'm usually not that bothered by a HUD, but in a game like this, it really pays off to have as much of your sight on the environment as possible, just simply down to the fact that it's such a good looking game. So I'm going to head this way. I'm not mounting up just yet because I don't know if I need to climb this stone. I'm just going to see if I can go around it. If I can't, no, it seems like I can. Right, perfect. Okay, so let's get my horse out. And then we're going to head in the direction of the pin, which is that way. Now, it did like, the thing in the top left did eventually disappear there, but ultimately, if you swipe up on the touchpad to let the wind come back, then it will re-put the distance in the top left corner. But again, not for too long. Okay, so we're almost at our pin, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take another look at the map just to see if there is anything that pops up as a question mark. Because the question marks are basically there could be shrines, there could be fox dens, there could be a variety of things which are worth exploring. So I'm going to go ahead and talk to this person just here, because speaking to these people with the speech bubble allows you usually to learn about
You must do something
on the map.
Key Sake Brewery in Azamo.
That brewery is the pride of Tsushima. I remember the first time I tried key sake.
Soon there will be none left. The Mongols are taking it by force.
I'll see what I can do.
So we've got a new location that's just been added, and it is a Mongol location, so a location which has been taken over by the Mongols, where if we take it back, we'll typically have the opportunity to kill one of their leaders, and then killing leaders allows you to progress to basically to a point where you can unlock new stances. And stances are fairly critical in that they allow you to attack different types of enemies with a lot more ease. So at the moment we've only got two. We've got stone stance, which is for swordsmen, and we've got water stance, which is for people with shields. However, I think I spend most of my time in stone stance for now, just because the bulk of people that we're fighting are swordsmen and also bowmen. And the bowmen are actually people who don't... you don't really need a specific stance to get a bowman, because they don't really have much defense. They will... if I remember correctly, they fire a bow for as long as they can, but if you're right next to them, I think they might pull out a knife or something, and like or an exceptionally small sword, and essentially not do a lot. They're really easy to take down. They are a pain at long distances, but they are easy to take down once you bridge the gap between you and them. I am going to go back and do that standoff. I just didn't want to forget about the flower and the bamboo. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now. I believe we've actually unlocked the ability to kill 3 of these now at once. We are playing this game on hard mode, so naturally every extra one that we can take down during this phase just helps make it a little bit easier once the actual main fighting begins. However, I think this may even just be a 3-person group, so there probably won't be anyone left to fight afterwards. Yeah, that's exactly the case. Now, killing these offer a little bit of resolve, which you can see we've just been able to get there. Or a bit of legend, I should say, sorry. And then what you can sometimes find is they've got a prisoner, or they're surrounding a chest, and the chest has supplies in it. And of course, if you happen to save the prisoner, you typically do get a reward for that as well. And the reward for freeing a prisoner who's captured by the Mongols out in the wild is typically a quest location or a map marker to an area of interest. I actually thought I was hearing a voice from in-game, but it's actually somebody outside my window. So I'm just going to keep running, and I just want to basically fill in this area for 2 reasons. One, just in case there is a question mark, but the main reason is more from a obsessive impulse to get every point on the map discovered. But it won't take long. We're almost at the next marker, and then what I'll do is I'm going to head down south, and we're just going to start working our way down the map. Okay, So it's still telling us to go this way, so I'm going to do just that. I'll probably see it pop up. Now there is an animal. To be specific, there is a predatorial animal here. I don't know if that's what's on me or if that was the Mongols that have just seen me, but the little bear print that appeared on my screen just before is to indicate that there is a predator nearby, but it's not always a bear. Like this case, it is a boar. So I'm going to take down the boar, and I think you get 2 hides. Yeah. Bears, I think, give you 4, but hides are actually really good to get. They allow you to upgrade your armor, and especially in the early stages of the game, it's really good to be able to do that. I don't know if... Oh, no, I did. Right. Okay, there was one more, but I think he might have run for the hills, and I'm not going to be able to find him now, which is fine. Okay, I'm going to head back up here. There were some enemies just a bit further on, so I'm going to take them down, and then we will proceed forward. That up there was somewhere we had to go for one of the quests, and there was a white oak that we had to find, and that was the tree. And then that led us to eventually find a woman who we needed to duel. I think it may have took a couple of attempts if I remember correctly, but we did get there in the end. Now, whichever enemies were here, I don't know if I can see them anymore, so I'm not going to spend too long looking for them. Now, there is an area of the map just there, but naturally it's not being highlighted as anything for us to have a look at, so I'm not going to worry myself with it. We're now going to head to this town, just so we've got another fast travel point if we do need to use the fast travel system, although I don't typically tend to do that, unless all of the ground in between me and the fast travel point has been covered. And again, that's just for the purpose of being able to discover things along the way. We've got some more bows to take down, so we'll do that now. Obviously good to get the headshots in, because that takes them down in one hit and helps save on arrows. I think I might actually be able to upgrade all my armor at the moment, unless there's maybe an iron piece that I need or something like that. And hey, Crazy MCR, nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Just started not too long ago, about 10 minutes ago or so was when this all got started. So still getting into the swing of things, but I'm still quite rough from Friday's stream, so I'm just trying my best to try and recover from that, but I'm pretty sure after playing this for a little bit I'll soon forget about the lack of humanity inside of me at the moment. I've got some caffeine in this cup as well, which is going to hopefully help. I'm hoping that's not... Oh god, right. Right, let's fight. And there's the box which I was talking about before. So sometimes they allow you to get a nice chunk of supplies. I've noticed the crates can look a little bit different, but the contents do typically tend to be worth looting, so no problems with that.
Let's go, Solo.
I don't trust her with a lot of things. To be honest, there's very little I would let her do on board the ship. She's meant to be the artificial intelligence that runs everything, but honestly, I wouldn't even trust her turning the kettle on, let alone trying to make a drink. And it'll be for one of two reasons. She'll either poison me accidentally or poison me on purpose, so it's a bit of a lose-lose. Right. Mongol territory. Did not mean to hold up the horse there. Now, this is actually a Mongol territory which you can't do anything with just yet. But this is an opportunity for me to visit a question mark, so we'll see what that is. For this Mongol territory, you actually end up doing in a quest, so nothing just now. And we've got a lovely fixed den. These are always great.
Wow.
Wow. But the foxes are absolutely adorable in this game. And, like, I just love foxes in general, so this is just an absolute treat every time we get to do this. Although, the first fox that we did encounter made me jump off a waterfall and die, so... not sure if that's something I want to hold against them, but there seemed to be a little bit of malicious intent in that first one. Okay. We actually did just go past here, but I didn't go in this section, so... And here's the shrine. Sometimes they disappear, sometimes they walk a little bit further away from you, but other times they stick about, and then you can give them a nice, hearty little pet, and then continue on your way. Look at that happy little fella. Right. That's it. You've just got to judge them on their good actions, really. Right, see you later, buddy. I'm going to go... just going to do like a straight line down to here. And then anything that we happen to stumble upon along the way, we will take down. Sorry, I've had a hair on my lip. It's just been bugging me for the last 5 minutes. But, finally got it. So, we're making progress already. Okay, let's Mount Sora and continue onwards. So these yellow birds are great. They are similar to foxes in that they lead you to a healthy location. I'm so sorry. Let's try that again. There we go. And they lead you to a location, and the location these lead you to are typically just a point of interest. If they do happen to get stuck, like that one looked to do there on the fence, sometimes they get stuck under something, but then they're quite quickly, like, just zapped to where they need to go to get above it. So thankfully you don't end up at dead ends. So you can see it there, it just ended up snapping upwards. So we've got some supplies, and I think that's what it wanted to show me by the looks of things. It seems to have gone, so... But that now allows us to upgrade, was that the weapon or something? Either way, we've got an upgrade available. I can still hear him. Ah, so maybe there's more to this. So he's going to fly into that cliffside for a bit. I've got no... Oh, no, I do. I was going to say, I've got no way up, but these will help. Right, this guy is the banner collector, if I remember correctly. Don't know if that's where he's... Oh, right. No, this is great. I am going to go in there afterwards. I don't know if it's going to let me do anything with the guy yet, or if he's even going to be there. I also noticed some supplies up there. But this is where you hand in the banners that you find, and it lets you unlock new saddles for your horse, which is always nice. Oh, this one looks like it might be hard. The same pattern remains in place, but then it adds an extra 2 bamboo stalks for each one. And then it finally finishes with 6, but you have to hit all of them in like the space of maybe 2 seconds or something. Right, so... Got that one. No, I hit literally the wrong button at the first hurdle. Let's try it again. Nope, hit square twice. Right. I will do this. And this is what I mean by still flagging a bit. There we go. And it's worth doing this because you unlock an extra part towards Resolve. And Resolve are the globes in the bottom left corner. So really, really useful. Okay, I don't think the dude's here at the moment. But we'll most likely need to revisit here at some point. See what the records say. Never thought the forge could be so quiet. Ever since I was a child, the sound of the forge never woke me. I felt safe, protected. Now I can't sleep anymore. Not sure I'll know the rest until the shouting and the war horns are gone. Until the sounds of the forge return. So yeah, we'll be brought back to this forge later on, as I mentioned before, as part of the, I believe the main quest storyline. But we'll find out. Right, come on, it's just a bush. Can you get on it? No. Right, let's try this part of the building around here. Nope. not what I meant to do. Typically climb any building, from what I've found. Although this one is being a little bit peculiar to climb. See if I can get up this bit. In fact, that'll be the same bit as before. Okay, let's find another way up. I know there's a ladder inside, but I don't know if it took you to the roof. I'm guessing it's just because these posts are completely smooth, so there's nothing to really grip onto. Can I jump from here to there? I can. Great. And the reason I'm doing this is for the supplies that are around here. There we are. Good stuff. Okay. So we'll continue to head towards the quest marker, which is this way. Help if I can stay on the path. There we go. There's the bird again. Right. Where are you taking me? Let's follow the bird just in case there's something else really cool for us to find. I think the birds are here to stop you having to look at the map every time you kind of move around for question marks. There will absolutely be times where it doesn't take you to the question mark. So it always is useful if you've not found something in a while to double check the map, but these birds are a good initial indicator as to where you should go. Although I don't really have much faith that this bird knows where he's going. Going in circles a bit. Right, he's brought me to here. Let's see if there's anything under here. Yes, there is. Sometimes there is, sometimes there isn't, and this is a case where there's loads of stuff. So, plenty of linen, leather, and that stuff. So, that helps with the armor upgrade. So, nice to finally get that stuff in abundance. Let's see what else is in here. I'm not getting any vibrations in the controller, which would suggest there are no records or any sort of collectible in here. It's just a case of resources to collect, but I'm totally fine with that. Stuff. Right, perfect. I think we're okay now. Let's continue forward. Now, if I do another swipe, some flowers up there, could be nice, but I think that's literally all that is there. It's nice. Great work. I don't think there's going to be a way to climb back up to there. And for the sake of a flower, I don't think I'm going to bother. You need 15 to unlock a new cosmetic item, which could be for your sword, it could be for like different armor styles, but there's nothing that actually changes your stats that you can collect, as far as I know. Okay, right, where's the stones to go up? Right, they're over there. You do eventually get an ability that allows you to negate that full damage when you've been hit. I think it's the X button when you land. I think it lets you negate it, but it's not something I've got just yet. Come on, there we go. Okay, now once we're at the top of here, we will do a very quick map check just to see what's been passed. To be honest, we've just really done a big circle around the forge, but that's fine. We're able to get some stuff while we were doing that, so totally okay with that. Now I'm just going to follow the path up this time, just so I can stay mounted. Oh, there's another bird. Now where does he want to take me? I'm not going back down. Right, no. Maybe another time. I want to make forward progress, going back to where I've just been. So let's ride on, and then we'll definitely see it again later on because we'll need to return to the forge. So I'll just do it then. Okay, we have an outpost that we can take down. And it looks as though it's not a one that we need to do a quest for. Some of them are meant to be for quest purposes, whereas this time I am here to just kill these. Although, I think these are good guys. The ones in front of me. Which is interesting. Oh wait, no. It's telling me to assassinate them. I've got no idea what's going on here. Why are they all running in? They're attacking people. Are they a different faction or something? They don't look like Mongols. I'm a little bit confused. There's the leader there. These are Mongols, because the red armor, but still strange. We'll soon start encountering enemies that are incredibly difficult to do anything about. Okay, go for this guy next. There were objectives here. I should probably double check what they are. Because it's always worth getting that bonus stuff. I think that gives you extra legend. Which is really useful. That's the leader killed. Oh, it's a great intro. Like, this is my third time playing it, although on the first playthrough, I got up to a certain point, maybe a third in, something like that. Second playthrough, I think I maybe got to about 40% or 50% of the way through. But that was about 2 weeks ago when I last played that save. But then I stopped because I was like, you know what, I'm going to be starting a new game as soon as the director's cut comes out. So this is my third playthrough, but on none of them I've made it past about halfway. So this is the save I intend to see through to completion. But it's so fun. And it's on the PS4 as well, so it's totally accessible. I think the main thing that actually brought me back in the first place when I got my PS5 was just having the 60 FPS mode to play through. Which is always a pleasure. Welcome, Dio. Hope you had a nice power nap. I've deliberately stayed hush on a certain thing that you're celebrating, but if you are happy for me to share, then please do say. Okay, I'm going to head up here. I'm guessing there's another part to this camp. Oh. I told you I'm really not well today, so that just made me twice as worse. Oh, my heart's already beating, like, at an unnatural pace, I think. Right, how am I meant to get across here? What's going on? Okay, so I'll get a nice view when I say this. I'm going to just quickly blow my nose so that I don't sound as stuffed up. Right. Excuse me. Right, okay. So, my lovely co-captain, Dio's there, is celebrating his birthday today. So, I just want to say a very, very happy birthday to Dio Dare. Dio Dare? I missed out the S. Who cares? Right. But no, we've had a fantastic day, buddy. It's nice that you've been able to do a little bit of travelling, even though I don't approve of the place that you've gone to, but still happy that you're at least celebrating your birthday with your family and such, so that's all great to see. Okay, so I don't... It usually comes up. It usually pops up saying, by the way, you need an item to make it up here if you don't have the item already. But it's not saying that. But at the same time, I think them trees utilise that item. But I might be wrong. Maybe there's like a little scarf around them or something on there to be used. Either way, we'll come back to it when we've got the item, because that way, if we do need it, great, we can use it. If not, then we can just access it at that point then instead. Okay. Oh, we've done it. Right. Let's head to the next question mark. So the good thing about doing these, as you will have seen there, is you unlock quite a large part of the map. So it's free from the fog of war, which is always useful for when you are hunting down additional materials. Now, I am just going to do a quick scavenge around the camp just to ensure that I've got all of the supplies and such, because they are absolutely invaluable, especially early stages whilst you're trying to get past that basic gear. I think, to be honest, I could probably upgrade most things at the moment, because I've just found so many different supplies as I've been mooching about. So let's take a quick look in here. Okay, so I think that's there done as well. Right, bird, time to show me where to go. There we go. One of these times I think the bird's just going to disappear fully. I'm just going to... Right, now what? Okay, so... The destinations these guide you to aren't typically very far away at all, so happy to just do this on foot as I run through. And hey, Drywall, thank you so much for the host. Much appreciate you dropping in, and the host is greatly appreciated. So welcome to all of the new viewers. To those of you who have not seen us before, our channel is the Arckellon. It's run by myself and Duoster, who you can see in chat as well. We are variety streamers, and the game that I am currently streaming is this wonderful game, Ghost of Tsushima, on the PS5, and it's the director's cut that just came out on Friday. So having great fun playing through it. It's a new save, so getting to experience everything from the start, and playing it on hard mode as well. So getting a nice healthy dose of challenge, and also a nice healthy dose of just the director's cut in general, which is as stunning as it was before, but obviously I've got the haptic feedback and all that sort of stuff as well, so all good, all good. Also, Nightbot seems to have really strange times where it, for whatever reason, goes crazy at people. So it's just it's just gone ahead and deleted 7 of Crazy's messages, so apologies for that. I'll see if I can do it. Oh, helps if I spell your name correctly. Missed that one out. That's my bad. There we go. So, thanks again. Really do appreciate you guys dropping in. And as I said before, welcome to the Arckellon. But yeah, we've got a battle emote as well. So, as you can see, Entropine's decided to battle Nightbot, but he's not been very successful. And Drywall, thanks so much for following. I do very much appreciate that as well. The battle command just lets you send Pokemon moves to people, so just in case anyone's wondering, Entropine seems to have the worst luck with it. He either misses or does an attack that's not very effective, so feel free to mock him. That's that'll be no problem at all. I don't think we've got an Eat command in place just yet.
My lord, it's awful.
It's been great, Drywall. We've only been streaming for 40 minutes so far, but just as always, whenever I play this game, I absolutely love it. I'm in a bit of a worse state today just because of my Friday stream, which I went super heavy in, and that's kind of had me knocked out for 2 days. So still feeling the effects a little bit from that, but this game is just an instant boost to my mood, so
So many
having a
dead,
great time.
but there's no blood. What happened?
A plague, my lord.
Just going to briefly shut up whilst this
Dead bodies
guy
were dumped in
talks.
the well, and these
And
people
use it as an
unknowingly
opportunity
drank from
to
it.
refill my
Terrible way to
caffeine.
die. We should bury the dead.
Burning them is the only way to keep the plague from spreading. But I fear that may not be enough. One of the sick is missing.
I'll find him.
There are footsteps leading away from here. I believe he ran for help.
If he's alive, I'll get him to a healer. Otherwise, I'll burn the body.
Right. I'm beginning to wonder if anyone's going to be able to do a successful attack here. As far as I'm aware, the chances aren't like terrible at doing a successful move, but by all means, keep trying. Right, we are good to go. Okay, so this guy, I believe, has just given us a quest objective, which we can pick up separately. I'm curious if there's anything to loot. It's basically Witcher rules where you help someone, but you rob them blind at the same time. So there we go. Just take that stuff on, and then we'll head down. We've also got sound effects. One of them gets played a lot more than the others, and it's because it's about twice the volume as the others, and it's that exact sound effect. So if you do happen to hear that, it's not me, I promise. And if you see me jump, you know why. It's really not doing my my heart rate any good today. Right, come on then, Fox. Let's find your little den. You can also use channel points for the sound effects, which you can use by clicking our Sextant logo just below the chat box. And you'll see the range of things that you can send through there once you've accumulated up enough points to do that. I wonder what controller you used to slap him there. Was it like one of them old Mad Cat controllers that were like the weirdest shape possible and weighed about like the same as about 3 controllers at once, and always were given to you as player 2? I think that's probably what I'd like to think you slapped him with. Right. Oh, I hate it when the fox disappears. I always want to give them a good little pet before I disappear into the mist. Right. We're heading towards this quest objective now, so we may as well just start roaming down. The Ronin attire. I'm just trying to remember what it does. So I'm wearing Traveller's attire just now, which allows us to see more of the map as we travel. It unlocks 30% more Fog of War at the moment, at upgrade level 2 of 4. And I believe Ronin attire... I don't know if it's the sword one. I'm just going to see what it's to do. Yeah, I think it's the sword one. I think this is the one that allows you to have bonus attack when you're using your sword. So basically the melee DPS option. There's also a one that boosts... In fact, these might be the... It might be the assassination one. Oh, I can't remember. But yeah, there's one for stealth, one for ranged, one for melee, and one for tanking as well. But we are using the 5th one, which I'm aware of, which is for travelling. And I typically tend to just leave it equipped. I kind of wish there was just like a button you could push to just swap your armor loadout. Like, I know you can do multiple loadouts after one of the patches, but you have to like click start and then click on the armor to equip it, and then it remembers what charms you've had put in, so you can you don't have to keep changing that. But it's no, it's all good. And no worries, Crazy. Thanks for dropping in. Okay, so we've got a little village, but we have a little haiku that we can now compose, so we'll do that just now. These give you a new headband. Some of them are really nice. Go for that.
Basked in peace, we rest.
Oh, not Daisy. So, anyone who's new to the channel, Daisy is our
underneath,
artificial intelligence.
flourishing and free.
And never believe a word that she says. That's better. A hammer is a good tool. And I did see your comment about using one of the steering wheels, and you know what? You've got my approval for that as well. Okay, so we've got a fishing village. I don't know if it's Mongol territory. It's not really saying. I don't think it is, because it's not popped up. I can't see any Mongols, so I think it's a friendly zone.
I saw 2 people carrying samurai. There is one.
Maybe Nightbot's deliberately, like, invulnerable.
My lord, don't go into the forest of Kashine. They're haunted by angry spirits. Dead samurai, eager to spill blood.
We're in the middle of a war. I doubt spirits are the cause of this.
People go into the woods and never come out, Mongol and Japanese alike. The bodies that turn up have all been killed by samurai blades.
Blades are needed by men, not spirits. I'll look into this.
I'm also beginning to suspect that Daisy has a slight love interest in Nightbot. There's been certain signs that show that she's at least attracted in some way to Nightbot, so... I think it's because of the pain that Nightbot causes to people. Okay. Supplies. I've noticed I tend to try and be more respectful to people's doors in, like, the friendly villages. But then when I'm in Mongol territory, I just slice through the doors. I've got no time to do anything about that. Thanks again for the follow, Miss Hate the Dude. Thank you so much for following. Do appreciate that.
You seem troubled. What's wrong?
I saw a terrible battle near Kuta farmstead. Bandits and Mongols slaughtering each other.
Normally I'd let them tear into each other all
Or is
they
that
want.
Miss Shat the
The
Dude?
violence may put others in danger. Keep away from there.
I guess it's Miss Hate the Dude, right? Yeah, right. So the alert at the top, it's really weird. I need to go back into the overlay editor because something really, like, it says it's in the right place, but for some reason it adds a whole bunch of spaces at the top. So I need to take another look just to see what has caused it to have such a gap between the top and bottom. Like, I thought I'd even aligned it so that the text appears at the top of the alert as opposed to at the bottom or in the middle or whatever. But no, I definitely need to take another look at that. Misha the Dude. Got you. Thank you for clarifying that. Sorry for butchering it. But again, thank you for the follow. Do appreciate that. And what better way to thank you than mispronouncing your name twice? Right. Let's head down. Getting closer to the main quest now. or at least one of them. Here's the bird again. Seems to be taking us a different direction, so happily follow that. Oh, also to everyone new joining, my co-captain Dio's there, just as a reminder, as well to anybody who was here before, he is celebrating his birthday today, so very, very happy birthday to Dio's there.
Bandits, my lord. They took my food. Every last scrap.
Do you see where they went?
Northeast. In the
Oh,
woods.
thanks so much for the cheer as well. That is, again, greatly appreciated and very, very supportive.
They're just as desperate as I am.
Hello from the west coast of America. Wow. So I stream from the UK. So hello from over the pond. But no, thanks again for that cheer. That's much appreciated. So we're about to start a new tale. Let's go ahead and get started. Been to America twice, sorry. But I was quite a bit younger at the time, and as a result of being there when I was younger, obviously it was going to be Disneyland, and the Disneyland I went to was in Orlando. And then the second time I went, it was Orlando again, but we went to the different theme parks that are down that area, like Busch Gardens, Islands of Adventure, and all that sort of stuff. Had a great time both times, but I've always wanted to go to the West Coast. I'd love to see so many things on that side of America, so I think I'm going to go at some point to just have a proper tour and see all these amazing places that are over there. All the natural wonders and all that sort of stuff. I think the Grand Canyon's probably one of the items closest to the top of that list. But I'd love to visit California and Los Angeles specifically to see what that's like, and then just have a probably that was terrible. Probably spend quite a lot of time just going to a lot of different places. I know you've got the Greyhound bus that allows you to properly do a tour. And not forgetting, is it Route 66? Who am I looking at? There we go. So it was the Disney World I went to then? Right, yeah, got you. I was somehow still getting them mixed up.
Right. Must be the food they stole.
Thanks, Satcho. See, that's a nice thing to listen to as opposed to a fart noise being played. Oregon, nice, nice. Honestly, it's I'd have to have a pretty strong itinerary when I go across, and I'd probably have to go across for quite some time to ensure that I spend enough time in all these different places to really experience the best of what's to offer. And I'd definitely probably go to I'm just having a look at the message again to make sure I get this right. Disneyland again, but obviously it'd be the California one. I really want to do a lot of the Six Flags parks as well. Like, I've got a thing for theme parks, so I think that'll be a great opportunity to see if I can go to some of them.
I have your food.
Right. Thanks, Andrew. Appreciate you dropping in.
You said they stole it from you.
Please.
I'll say hello later on.
Lie to me.
Bandits don't deserve food at a time like this, my lord. Besides, I asked you not to hurt them.
They gave me no choice.
Oh, I'm sorry.
You shouldn't have lied. I still would have helped you.
I won't do it again. I promise.
Oh, that's so close. So we need like the tiniest bit more to be able to have a new technique point. Which again, at this point in the game is super useful because there's so many things to invest in. So it'd be nice to be able to invest in a maybe something in one of the stances I might actually put a point into. But I don't think we've invested in any of them just yet. So I spend a lot of time in stone stance, so it'd be good to get a couple of upgrades for that one sorted. Okay, what's to here? Right, so we've got some supplies. Oh no, they're unfortunately already taken, so I will just head straight for... I'm going to talk to this guy first, just to see what's on offer. So I bought that last time, but I was actually meant to buy the other one, which is my favourite sword cover. So I'm going to get that now. I'm also just going to have a look at the other stuff. We can't afford it just yet, although we could actually afford a new bow look, I think. Yeah. Again, these are all just cosmetic. They don't actually cause any difference to the stats on the item. Honestly, I'm pretty happy with the blue look, to be honest, for that one. If I was wearing one of the different armors, I'd probably go for the lighter colours. I do tend to have a... it's just something about the way that this game does the brighter colours. That just makes me absolutely love it, so probably keep an eye out for them later. Okay, actually I'm going to have a look at the haiku headband that we got before. And just see what that was. I don't tend to wear a mask. The masks are a little bit much, as well as the actual hats. But I do like the headbands. Yeah, Serenity is still my favourite. But there is a one which I know I really, really like, and I know where it is, but we won't get it until a little bit later on.
Those people need help. I just hope Hanauka can get to them in time. If not...
Who needs help?
A camp of refugees. They're very sick. The healer Hanauka is trying to reach them.
That sounds absolutely
Momos
amazing.
brought that region to its knees. Bandits rule the roads.
Yeah, me sure they do. I'd
Need
absolutely
help to get there.
love to see all of that. I've actually always wanted to climb up either
Would you
like an active volcano which isn't on the verge of erupting, or even
Come, see what I can make for you.
a dormant volcano which is quite clearly a dormant volcano, because we've like the closest I think I've been to something like that in the UK is Arthur's Seat in Edinburgh, which allows you to because that's like a dormant volcano, but also the castle's built on a dormant volcanoes, but they don't look like volcanoes, so it's like you climb them and you get a nice view at the top, but I really would love to see one with like a proper caldera and just marvel at the sight of it.
I can offer you something in return.
It's weird how something so destructive can look so amazing. Right, arrow capacity. I'm 100% getting that.
Excellent choice.
Flaming arrows are really useful, but at the same time, I don't find myself using them that much. Why not? You know what? If you've got the volcano, why not just add disc golf onto it as well? That sounds great. Okay, quickfire. The kunai, 100% would love more of these, so
Only the
get
best
that.
for you.
I'm just a bit conscious I'm spending a lot of the predator
I'll make an
hides,
offer
which I
for
can't remember if you need them for the armor upgrades, so I'm just going to save some just in case. I know you need linen for the armor upgrades. Maybe iron as well. I know iron's definitely used for the weapons, but I can't remember if there's anything else that's needed for the clothing. I think the ranged weapons use the
Too much smoke for a campfire.
yew logs, the bamboo, and I think there was a third one. It was a little bit rarer. Was it elm or something like that?
Mongol convoy, ambushed. Could be the Straw Hats doing. Attack started here, but there had to be more than one Mongol.
Quite like these investigator group packs because they don't just like. This game really tries not to be heavy on the HUD elements. So, for example, when you're doing a investigation quest like this, you follow the marks, and yes, there is a thing over here that the wind's guiding me to, but if it asks you to follow footsteps, typically it won't give you any markers. It'll you just actually have to follow like footprints. But this is actually a trail of bodies, so it's a little bit less discreet. One of which is still alive.
Trying to get away from his attackers.
Good opportunity to get some health back. Right. Return to tail area. Is this not where we were heading? Uh-oh. All it does is teleport you back there if you go too far away, so it's not like you fail the quest, thankfully. Okay, so there's a hat on the ground.
Jin Sakai.
Ryuzo. You look like a scarecrow.
You've looked better too. Can I have my hat?
You're a mercenary now.
Professional warrior.
Maybe you can help me. I'm looking for your leader.
He died on Komoda Beach.
You were there too.
I lost a lot of friends.
We all did. And we can avenge them if we work together. Help me save Lord Shimura.
He's alive. The Straw Hats are hurt. Starving. I can't ask them to risk their lives for one man.
Even if you can name your price? Once we free our home, Lord Shimura will pay you. Anything you want.
My men might be interested.
Your men.
I look out for them. Someone has to.
Do we have a deal?
I'll think about it.
Hold your ground.
I always do.
Now, thankfully, we can take down 3 of these as part of this, as we have both the upgrades.
This is Kokomoda Beach.
It tends to be quite easy, although sometimes it's not as easy. Who am I looking at? Oh, this guy. Okay.
These bastards won't give up. Don't let them surround us.
There's more, but there's also a nest there. I don't actually know if I hit. Oh, we must have hit the net because we're going crazy. Right. So only 3 more, and then we get Wind Stance, which, if I remember correctly, is used on
Your form has
the
improved.
pikemen, so the people who have the spears.
Managed to grow a beard.
That makes it a bit easier to take on them.
Have you considered my offer?
The Straw Hats can't save your uncle. We'll be lucky if
I think I've heard of
survive.
Crater Lake, actually.
Is that bad?
We're starving. I was out here hunting for food.
and I'm returning to my men empty-handed.
In fact, I definitely have, because as soon as I read that part about the tiny island,
Take me to your camp.
uh,
We'll figure something
is-
out on the road.
is actually like the photos that I saw were just like, yeah, this is it's exactly the sort of place I'd love to visit. I would quite like to visit. I say quite. I'd definitely like to visit Yellowstone National Park as well, and just all these amazing places that are just dotted around. I think the thing is with America, there's quite naturally quite a large gap in between quite a lot of these places, given how big USA is. So,
I looked for you after the tournament ended.
Straw Hats saw
but I wouldn't mind, especially if I'm filling in the gaps with other places to visit along the way.
Why didn't you tell me you were at Komoda?
You were busy with the other samurai boys. I was sharing a drink with my men.
I could have used a drink before that battle.
Yeah, I'll bet. Another wagon.
Might have something we can salvage.
Can I open this box? Nope, it's not letting me. So let's have a look.
Samurai!
Oh. Hello.
Was this your wagon?
Yes, my lord. Mongols stole my horse, took my rice.
You're lucky that's all you lost.
Which way did the Mongols go?
Toward Fort Ohira.
Damn it.
Take refuge at the Golden Temple. Warn others to stay off these roads.
Yes, my lord.
Let's keep moving. My camp's not far.
I'm pretty sure we've got the same horse. Same colour headband as well.
I meant what I said before. Help free Lord Shimura, and he'll grant you anything in his power.
What's he got the power to give?
Name your price.
Free sake for life.
Is that all?
A place to drink. Big enough for all my men.
Be serious, Ryuzo. I know you want to be more than a mercenary.
It's been 3 years, Jin. Things change.
It can't have been easy keeping the Straw Hats together after Komodo Beach.
Not even more
How
supplies.
did you
There's
do
loads
it?
here.
I convinced them nobody can save us but ourselves.
Again, no complaints.
That's true.
I used to think so. But it's starting to feel like a lie.
How many men do you have?
We're down by half, but still enough to call ourselves a small army. Why?
That peasant said the Mongols stole his rice and went to Fort Ohira.
You think they're hoarding food there?
Possibly.
Do you have an idea?
The beginning of one.
Easy, Shinzo. It's me.
This game's like looks so amazing, especially like during the daytime.
Men,
Really brings out the
this
colours.
is my old friend, Lord Sakai.
Ryuzo told me you're starving. I'm here to help.
You didn't find food.
We have a plan. Raid Fort Ohira and take back the food Mongols have stolen from our people.
Raid a fort? They'll kill us.
Give us a moment. Come with me, Jin. We should have talked about your idea before telling my men.
I wanted to give them hope.
That's my job.
I meant no disrespect.
It's fine.
Okay. See where he's taking us.
Through here, Jin.
Its hat just fit there.
If you ride with the Straw Hats, you have to look the part. I've got a spare set of armor that should fit.
They better not
Okay,
have lights.
let's
Never
see
letting
what's in
you
here.
forget that, are you? Spare armor's in the chest.
Oh, this is the Ronin armor, so this will be the end of the quest now. And I will double check to see what the stats are for this.
You're not as handsome as me, but it's not bad.
We should check the fort's defenses. Look for weak spots.
My men will handle that part.
Then we have a deal?
Get us that food at Fort Ohira, and we'll get your uncle away from the Mongols.
Thank you, Ryuzo.
Just remember who's in charge of the Straw Hats.
I would never dream of replacing you, my friend.
Give us a head start. We'll meet you at the old cemetery.
See you there.
That's quite the distance. It's good though that they're all interconnected. Although I can imagine Canada and Mexico would take quite some time. We just get 2 points. Oh, perfect. Is it expensive to fly, like, state to state? Or is it relatively cheap? I'm going to guess cheap. Like, the flights inside the UK tend to be okay. Through work, I've had to fly quite a few times, like to London and other places, and it's usually been quite reasonable. Not something you could do every weekend, mind, but still reasonable. Okay, I want that. That's super important. I'm not bothered about the Terrify. I like it when my enemies stay closer to me. Now, the roll I'm going to take because the burning. If someone sets you on fire, it's really useful being able to roll. I know I said I was going to take something in one of the stances, but to be honest, I think they're pretty critical things. So there's also one that you get for dodging. Now, at first, I wasn't really keen on the evasion tree because I thought, well, no, I want to master the art of deflection rather than evasion. But there's still attacks that you can't parry. You unlock quite a few upgrades to allow you to use a parry on various attacks, but I've seen, even with them upgrades, I've seen various attacks still come through that you can't do anything about, especially if you're fighting like one of the larger enemies or a boss. So it's good having the evasion options as a backup. Now, I've already got them enabled, so don't worry about that. We do have a charm slot free, so I'm just going to have a quick look. I think I'm going to go for the defense charm, just because I'm wearing obviously quite a soft armor. Oh wait, hang on, is this the Ronin? Yeah. So this is actually the stealth armor. But as I said before, I'm actually a fan of the Traveler's Attire. I think the Hero of Tsushima armor was introduced as part of the Director's Cut. And if I'm going to assume correctly, I'm going to guess it's introduced as sort of like in Monster Hunter. When Iceborne came out, they introduced the Guardian sets, which essentially gives you a very, very powerful piece of armor. And weapon in that case, which allows you to get through the game a lot quicker and ultimately hit the DLC zone much faster. So I'm guessing that's what that armor's for. I'm not going to be wearing that armor. I'm going to be using the Traveler's Attire. Just because I do a lot of traveling on the map, and it's good to find the artifacts, and it's good to find more of the question marks as well popping up. So
I meant to ask you something earlier.
I might have an answer.
How'd you survive the invasion?
I almost didn't.
no, that sounds great.
A peasant pulled me from the battlefield.
Cheap.
She nursed me back to health.
I'd probably
You
say
always were lucky.
How did you and your men
under
escape?
$100.
We ran. Do what you need to prepare. I'll see you at the old cemetery.
Over here, I would say I would consider a flight reasonable if it was about like 60 to 70 pounds or less. Although sometimes I've got them so cheap, I've been like how are they even making money from that? Like the especially when I'm flying abroad, and quite often if it's to Spain, like I've once bought a flight for, I'm pretty sure the ticket was like £18 or something, which would be like what, $14, $15. You have to book quite early to get that price, but still, it's insane to think that I'm boarding a plane and it's cheaper than getting on a train to take me an hour away, whereas this plane has taken me like a much further distance away. Okay, so we've got stand-up opportunity. Now, because I'm on hard mode, I may have to consider changing up my armor at a later stage in the game, especially if I'm struggling with the boss. But certainly for the time being, I'm just going to stick with the Traveler's Attire. Okay. Nothing of value in here, so let's head on out. Right, yeah, so that's quite expensive, I would say, for sure. So I'm guessing it's cheaper to go via the highways and freeways and such, as opposed to flying. We've just been here, haven't we? Yeah, we have. Okay, let's head towards this Mongol camp down here.
Not all the samurai died at Konoha.
But I also understand that, for example, travelling from the northern part of the UK down to, say, London is a much shorter journey than travelling from the east coast of America to the west coast. So it would make sense for it to be a bit more expensive. How many of these are we going to need? There's a certain amount that you need to get a saddle upgrade. I can't remember if it was 4, if it was 8. But we've not unlocked the guy yet to be able to hand him in. I was actually at the place where he resides, but the building was empty, so it'll introduce that to me at a later point, I think. Right, which way was the wind blowing? Right, so I'm going in the right direction. Okay, we need to kill 4 people who are on fire, observe the Mongol leader, which is useful because it allows you to get 2 points instead of 1 in that section, which allows you to build towards a new stance quicker, so I'll be fully happy to do that. Although, I don't know where the leader is. Oh, I'm getting spotted. Well, that didn't go to plan. Gonna just get back out. Mainly just so that if the leader is here, I can do that observe part. I didn't see him there though, so maybe he's part of that separate bit that was a bit further down. Oh, that's, that doesn't sound too great. I think if I was to do it, I don't know. It'd be nice to do Route 66, but I think I'd probably do quite a bit of research into the places I'll be staying to try and ensure that I don't have issues, like you've said there, with lice, sleeping with roaches, you know, bed bugs, that sort of thing. There's the leader there, so I just need to observe him. I just need to hurry this up. Stay in here, stay in here. I'm hoping he's not going to find me. Don't think he will, I think he's going to give up. And once he does, I will then observe him. And then once I've observed him, I'll obviously take it to the next step. I think something I've noticed about hard mode is enemies don't seem to be, probably not the right term to use, but they don't seem to be bullet sponges. They seem to, have the same amount of health, but they just do a lot more damage to you. I don't know if they're more tactically inept or if they perhaps detect you faster as well. That could be another thing. But conscious about the amount of enemies that have suddenly appeared in this area. I'll be able to take them on, but I'm just going to wait for them to disband, and then I'll take on this leader. There we go. And then when we kill him, we'll get another point in there, and then it'll just be one more, and then we will have wind stance unlocked, which is great. Okay, I'm going to go in for the assassination. It's not going to fully damage him, but do a decent chunk. Oh, that was great. Sorted. Okay, sorted. Oh, we've got an archer as well. Oh, I've just remembered about the fire arrow thing, so I'll do that now. Should be enough. Yeah, there's one. I'm just hoping we've still got 4 enemies left. I think we will. Just a second. We'll find out when we go around here. Yeah, we do. Okay, I need to get this right on his head. Again over here. Hopefully won't hit his shield. Oh, dead. Right, try it again. Oh, I've got no arrows. That's not good news. Right, let's get up this tower. Hopefully the archer will have dropped a couple of arrows, so we'll find out. That's a no for that one. I'm just going to run for now. In fact, can I just set a normal arrow on fire? Is that a thing? I know you can in Assassin's Creed, but no, I just don't think you can. Okay. Let's have a look and see if we can find some ammo. So, 3 arrows. Any fire arrows part of that? Yes, great. Perfect, okay. Right, I'm just going to take some health off him. Oh my days, that was a heavy onslaught. Okay, so this time, it's interestingly taken the requirement to observe the leader off, so I'm not sure if that's still a thing, or if it's and it's essentially not going to give me the bonus. I thought I'd changed to fire, but never mind. Probably could have got that a bit more accurate, not to worry. His armor's going to be impenetrable, so... Oh. Okay, back to the fire arrows. Now I can set these bushes on fire, I think. Oh. Just gonna fire a couple of them first, and then fire that there. That's one way to do it. It's nice and easy. Okay, so we shouldn't have too many left now. We can just kill these other ones normally as well. Did briefly get an assassinate option there, but chose to go in all out assault. Right, you're next. bit more tricky when you're facing two different styles of enemy. Because obviously your stance only works against one of them, so... Oh, great, great. So that's the extra bonus done. And let's pillage the place for supplies. Okay, so my controller's slightly vibrating, which is a result of the Traveler's attire. If I'm near an artifact, it will start vibrating, and it will vibrate quicker the closer I get to the artifact. In this case, it's obviously just there, so I'm just going to collect it, and we'll take a quick look. So, it's a golden bracelet. Mongol craftsmen fabricate jewellery and other decorative metalwork using gold, silver, copper, and semi-precious stones like agate and turquoise. Bracelets often have a combination of geometric and animal-inspired designs. And there we go. So there's the items. I do really like the fact that they let you interact with them as well. Always a big fan of when games do that. Especially if they put a lot of detail into the items. Which in this game is definitely something that they do. Okay, so some more iron here. This is definitely a loot everything kind of game, so let's continue to have a nosy round. I think we're mostly done in this part. And then what we'll do is we'll head down further south. I might actually double check the map just to see, because I know we've just finished the first Straw Hat quest. That unlocks more of the map and frees it up from the fog of war. Okay, let's mount up, and then we'll head through to take on this little side quest. Hoping it was going to give me the option to take on these as a group, but evidently not. Although that was quite fun to watch. I'll take the Predator hides though. So 6 on that one, which is super useful. Great for gear upgrades. I'm hoping one of them is for the Traveler's attire, but I'm under the impression it's probably going to be the Ronin attire, and maybe the other one.
Send your best warrior.
But we'll see.
Sure you don't want
Oh, almost mistime that. I don't often mistime them ones, but that time I clearly did. A little bit closer to the next part now. I think the next significant activity should give us a point, but maybe a couple of the minor ones take to get to that next technique point. Small RV, that sounds sensible. You'll be used to the living space as well after travelling for a bit. And we have a bird. Let's follow the bird. Right, these are all good guys. That's good stuff. So let's say a quick hello.
Will you please help me?
What is it?
I have to get to a camp in the woods, occupied by people who are seriously ill. They need a healer.
The area's overrun with bandits and Mongols.
Yes, I'll need protection.
I can get you there. But this sickness concerns me. You're sure you can fight it?
Sickness isn't something you fight. It's something you have to care for.
If the people are as ill as you say, we should leave now. Stop the sickness before it spreads.
Thank you, my lord.
Just pouring some well-needed caffeine. I'll just be 2 moments, guys. There we go. Had a rather large stream on Friday, which I'm still a little bit ropey from. A little bit too heavy in that stream. It's fun all the best. Like, we still had a good 7 hours of good fun in the game. But yeah, I definitely felt the effects yesterday and again today. But I don't think there's ever a wrong time to play this game, so I was more than happy to jump in for today's stream.
How did you survive the battle at Komoda?
It was
Where's
thanks
my
to a
horse?
woman, Yuna.
Ah, there we go.
She rescued me from the beach.
That was a
Nursed me
really
back to health.
strange-looking
Sounds
gallop.
like a gifted healer.
She's one of the bravest people I know. I wouldn't be here without her.
My mother did the same for me. As a boy, I was always sick. But through her knowledge of herbs, she made me strong.
That garlic
She's
that he's
the
wearing.
reason I'm a healer.
Like cloves of garlic. Shallots. They're very
Wait, I think I see something up ahead.
interestingly
Good
shaped.
eye. Stay back. Let me handle it.
We don't have any fire! Please don't hurt us!
I'm going to do a standoff, just getting these
Come here and
items
fight.
first. Right, let's not mess this one up.
We will drink over your corpse tonight.
Also, apologies if you're seeing a couple of artifacts at the bottom of the screen. The capture card sometimes does it. It's not common. As part of the 7-hour stream I did on Friday, it happened for about 5 minutes of the stream. And I don't know what triggers it, but it's something to do with the capture card. And I've got a Razer capture card, so I thought it would be
Kill us.
fine for that sort of stuff. But it does occasionally pop up, and I do
You shouldn't be
apologise for
traveling
that.
here alone.
We had to leave our farmstead, my lord. Everyone there
But for the
is
most
sick.
part, it's okay.
What brought it on?
Spirits. Our ancestors are punishing us.
We gave the Mongols our food instead of fighting back. When they left, everyone grew ill.
Now our home is cursed.
There's an inn just down the road. You should be safe there.
It's much too dangerous outside. Get indoors and stay there. Thank you. I only hope the spirits don't follow us. You're quite the butcher with that sword.
What would you have done with the bandits?
In my experience, firm but polite words go a long way.
You have experience with bandits, then?
I just think one should try to resolve a problem peacefully before resorting to violence.
Spoken like a healer. You chose the right occupation.
I love how there's no HUD elements, like, at all at the moment. I know occasionally they pop up, like just there's a village name that popped up. When you set a marker, it briefly pops up on the top left to say that you've got a marker which is X amount of meters away.
Thank goodness you're here.
Romeo, what
And
is
then
it?
when you've got an objective, it pops up like that. But it's, for the most part, so minimalistic
wrong?
and it's great.
It's my son. I think he ate something poisonous.
Take me to him.
What about those suffering at the camp? We've already delayed.
It will only take a moment.
I'll help. Perhaps we can make this quick.
Thank you, my lord.
What did he eat?
I wish I knew. We have no food.
I'll see if I can find what it was.
Thank you, my lord.
Nothing but boiled water. Rice basket's empty.
Let's have a look outside, see if there's anything around here.
Wild mushrooms, half eaten. This must be it. I should tell Hanaoka.
Oh,
Did you find anything?
Half-eaten mushrooms.
You fool! You know better.
He must have eaten them out of desperation.
I can make an antidote, but I need river moss.
Stay with him. I'll find the moss.
okay, so let's see what awaits us over here. Well, we've immediately met some predators, so... Oh, hang on. It's always better to get a headshot for these guys because they kills them straight away, but unfortunately failed that time. And that time. I couldn't have been far off. Right, one more to go. That's better, right. Wouldn't do it if I didn't have to, but the predator hides are invaluable. Need them for the armor upgrades. Sometimes I find it can be looking quite a while to try and find it. Trying to find predators. What is river moss? The smell would use fit to make a gag. Is this for a quest? Ah, right, okay. That was the quest item. I was so confused. I thought maybe I picked up some sort of utility item. It's like, what am I going to use this for? No. Just me being a idiot and not realising that there's a quest objective to find it. Right. Let's hop in.
My lord, did you find the moss?
Mm-hmm. Certainly did.
Here it is.
Homeo, listen carefully. Crush this moss, add it to a cup of water and bring to a boil. Have him drink the mixture and he should be fine by tomorrow morning.
Those at the camp need us now.
Yes, let's go.
Thank you for saving my son.
Great. Okay, so follow Hanaka. Let's see where Hanaka's gone. Is he this way? Where'd he go? The wind's not telling me. Some supplies here though, I'll take them.
You wish to keep going?
It's back over here. He's just taking his sweet time. There we are.
You know, that man's symptoms were the same as the couple from the farmstead. Aching, vomiting, labored breathing.
Symptoms of poisoning. You think the farmstead was poisoned?
I'm almost sure of it. In which case, I'll need tubers to treat them. The moss was fine for that man, but the tubers are stronger. They grow at a nearby pond.
Let's be quick.
What's that over there? Are they birds? Don't think I've noticed swarms like that before.
Mongols. And right by the pond.
Would you like to talk to them? Ask them politely to move?
I'll leave this to your discretion, my lord.
Oh. Challenge me! Oh, if I hit the right button. Here we go. I totally was looking at different enemies. I'm definitely lacking focus today. Right, let's send some of these out because I need to survive this onslaught. Your turn. There we are. Oh, never mind. Okay. Oh, there's loads of them. Let's see if I can try and take down some of the swordsmen. Oh, there's a bowman as well. Right, I'm going to get this guy first. Because he will be the death of me. Oh, almost had a glow to heal there, but never mind. Let's try that again. That was a bonus having him come in because we don't have any group stance yet. I think it's the last one you unlock, and I think it's called Moon Stance, if I remember correctly. Okay, I'm needing to work on my parrying here. I've been doing it abysmally. Right, send these out again. Let's just take down these guys. I need that extra globe. Never mind. Third time lucky. Here we go. Right.
Challenge me.
This time I have to. There's like 8 or 9 of them. I don't know if packs are bigger at all as part of the hard mode, but these guys are definitely handing it to me. Right, I'm noticing some serious tearing there. You can see, like, when it's paused, it's fine, but just some areas of the game just randomly cause it to happen. And I'm really sorry about that. Let me just try and reset it, just in case that helps at all. If not, I might have to just see if I go over here, it's fine. It's if I look in that direction, which really, really makes it strange behaviour. Running away might actually help stagger these a bit though. Also, if anyone happens to know why on earth that's happening, please do feel free to let me know. As I've been unable to find anything that's actually helped online so far. It's basically been it's a capture card issue. But despite there being threads on it, there's not many answers from people who have been experiencing the problem. So it's either quite a rare problem, or I'm just fortunate enough to not have an easy solution. See, it's fine now. I'm looking back in the area where it was happening, so it's just quite predictable. That was the closest I've got so far. Right, come on.
Stand and fight.
Ah, right, there's a hornet's nest there. I'll use that to my advantage for sure. I don't ever use archery as much as I should. Like, it's a samurai game, so naturally I'm probably going to be spending most of the time with swords, but still, there's definitely times where it'll help, and this is exactly one of them times. So I've got no fire arrows, but I'm just going to quickly drop that nest. If I can hit it. Oh, come on. Right. Back again. Come on. Right. It's like it just doesn't want me to hit it. It's a tiny little hornet's nest. Right. Let's run around so they run into the murder hornets. Which I believe they should be in now. But they don't seem to be getting impacted by it, which is unusual. Right, there's another 2 down. Just quickly heal while I can. Hit again. Okay, great. Now you're... Oh, that was an unparryable. Which is what I meant earlier when I was saying about the benefits of putting a couple of points into the evasion tree. Definitely does help. Great stuff. Right, not many left now. We've got an archer, and I can just deflect his arrows. There's 2 archers. We heal again. Magic. Done it. Right. Oh, hang on. Never mind, there's more. But wait, there's more. Okay, that was bad. Let's try that again. That seemed a bit unfair. How tired is that? Great. Oh, stop on you. I thought that was me dead. No. Was there a guy on a horse? Yeah. Was he the one who's meant to be helping me, or...? He did absolutely nothing that fight, so I'm assuming he's not a warrior. And if he is one, then he was anything but helpful just there, so... And he's going to have to wait for me to do all these guys. Okay, great. So, let's get back on the horse. I can't tell if these are fireflies or... like loot sparkles. Either way.
Over here, my lord.
Oh, great. So, we were right next to where you need.
Yes. Thanks to you, I'm able to harvest them.
Oh, to be fair, he's a guy collecting food, so...
Watching you, I can't help but
Yeah,
wonder
I'll let him
if
off
you
for the
enjoy
lack
the
of fighting.
violence.
I kill only to protect our people.
I think packs might be a bit
But that every time
more
I reach for my
dense
sword.
in the hard mode.
I'm sorry, my lord.
Let's go heal those who need it.
But, got no problem with that. I'm not actually wanting to wear the straw hat. I don't know why I've still got that on. I prefer just having the bands on. And the headband of Serenity is the nicest one I've found so far. For my personal taste.
The camp should be just ahead.
Healer, my wife, she stopped breathing.
How long has she been sick?
Ever since the Mongols came by our farmstead,
What did she eat?
we had no food. Just water from the well.
I'm sorry. She's gone. If only I'd
It's
got
official,
here
that's not
sooner.
garlic, I don't think.
You did your best.
But maybe if I hadn't delayed, with that couple and that man.
If we hadn't stopped, those people would be dead. You also wouldn't have figured out these people were poisoned.
Perhaps. But I still don't know how.
That man said his wife had nothing but water from the well.
And we know people started getting sick after the Mongols left.
They must have polluted the well.
A contaminated water source would spread sickness like wildfire.
But it's treatable?
Yes, the tubers will see to it.
Then help those you can.
Thank you, my lord. You have saved many lives.
I like how the horse tries to cheer you up. It's so nice. Like a proper therapy horse. Absolutely adorable. Right. Got a new charm. New gift in the order. Let's just see what's around us first. I'm going to head to this one, because that allows us to cover a little bit more of the fog of war. Now, are they predators? Or is that just like... No, they're just doe. That's fine, I'll leave them. Doe, a deer, female deer. Really can barely see anything here. The mixture of fog and lack of moonlight is causing a bit of a difference. By the way, I mean, this is even without experiencing the secondary island that they've added in the DLC. Well, I say DLC, the director's cut. But it essentially offers, well, obviously a DLC would. So the is it Iki, the island? Either way, the fact that there's already enough in just the core game for me to be so excited for whatever is next on their agenda, whether that be Ghost of Tsushima 2, or even just like another Sucker Punch game, like a new Infamous game or something like that. Oh, it's so encouraging to see just how well they were able to do this release on the PlayStation 4. I'm obviously playing this on a PlayStation 5, but to think what they could do with the graphics engine of a PlayStation 5, given how much they stretched the abilities of the PlayStation 4, I'm really looking forward to it. A Warrior's Burden. Oh, I hit triangle instead of square, so never mind.
The cherry blossoms. Spring can't come soon enough.
These aren't, like, they don't impact anything other than what your character says. There's... You might even get the options to select the ones you've missed later on. And you get a very risque shot of Jin. Right. Looks like you can head down here. I'm just going to have a quick look. I don't want to miss anything. So I'm just going to have a quick wander down. Just in case there's another shrine or something like that. It looks like the landmass does initially cut off here, but you can go up and then... So, fingers crossed there's something there.
There's a man, my lord, swinging his sword, slashing the air on the beaches of Tsutsu.
Another survivor? Or a bandit?
I don't know, but I think he was crying.
Great. So it was worth at least heading down for that, because that's allowed us to... Ooh, it goes down much further than I realised. Lost at sea, so maybe it's like you have to actually go out on a boat or something. Let's have a look. But yeah, that was totally worth the run down. I'm just going to have a quick look in the house, see if it's anything I can steal. It looks to be looted though, so I'll leave that as is. Try and get around them people sleeping by jumping on top of them. Nothing personal. Right, come on. I know I'm invading your house, but make this easy for me. So, it's just across there, but I don't think your character can swim. Or if you can, it's not for long. Let's have a look. Although in saying that, no, because of course you can. There's rivers. There's literal rivers that you need to cross. I like how there's so many different like things that games do to try and like discourage swimming too long. Some games use stamina meters, some games make it so that your character can't swim at all. Other games use it so that something attacks you in the water, whether it be like piranhas, even though they don't actually eat or bite into alive humans usually, I don't think. I think that's a myth. And otherwise it's a shark or a megalodon or something like that. This is going to be a duel, I think. Let's give it a go. Doesn't look too threatening, but...
Put that down before you hurt yourself.
I'm sorry if my lack of skill offends, my lord. But I have to do something. The Mongols...
No, I respect
my
that.
daughter.
Where did the dogs take her?
Out of the ships. The ones with the Lord's sails.
2 vessels. Who knows how many Mongols? You won't stand a chance.
I found a boat, a sword. Maybe a friendly samurai can help?
Get in the boat and grab an oar.
You're too kind, my lord.
Just leave the fighting to me.
So it's not a duel. But we are going somewhere to fight, by the looks of things. I love these tales as well. Like, the side missions are actually fun. It's not like one of them games where it's like, right, I need you to go and collect 20... there was a flower I was going to say out loud, but I'm not going to say it. I'm going to instead choose a different one.
We'll return soon.
I did not mean to do that either. I needed to go and collect 20 lilies. There we go, there's a different flower. The flower I was going to say was the name of our artificial intelligence. And I refuse to say their name. Because she's a very evil artificial intelligence. Did his head disappear when I did that? I'll still take it. Oh, there's two. Chain assassination would be great right now. Do I have any points? Oh, I do. Okay. I can't get it yet. It's there. Just 1 point I've got as well. Dang. I'm going to get that, though. I was looking for that before. Right, and then chain assassination will be the next one, so I can at least take down two in a position like this. See if I can take this guy down. Nope, he lost. You do get quicker with them as you upgrade your assassination weapon, which is it a Tanto? I think it was called. I might be butchering the name, but Tanto I think it was. Just got him there. Someone just blew a horn, which basically means they all know where I am now. Although, you know what I'm actually going to do? See if I can just drop this on them. I'll just use a normal arrow. Work for one of them. Oh, hello. You just appeared. Right, I've completely messed up 3 parries in a row there, so let's do it right that time. There we go. Oh, someone's going to kill someone here. So I need to get this guy down ASAP so I can set this other dude on fire. Right. Oh, no, that's not good. He's now out of sight. No. Oh, no, he's blocking him. Oh, I walked in a second too late. That is so frustrating. Right, let's try this again.
Please, bring Maki back safely. Wait here. We'll return soon.
I am going to take advantage of the fact they have no idea where I am. Try and do this a little bit stealthier this time. I am going to fire a normal arrow at that. And I got absolutely no one with it. Perfect. Oh, hello. Nope. Oh. You do eventually fire it. No, not again. Right, I need to really hurry this time. So he was not messing about last time. He's not going to be in the way. Oh no. No. That made a loud clang out of my controller. Right, some good parries there, so let's see. Oh, hang on, someone else. Nope. Stop. not so great. Not another one. Come on. Leave her alone. I think I noticed that in the last game. How loud they were out my controller. It's really cool though. It's not distracting, it actually sounds like you're hitting metal. And because it's haptic feedback, so you feel it in the controller, to hear it out of the controller does make sense as well. It's like it's my sword. Right, that's Freya. Oh, maybe not. And there might be someone up there, but I'll just quickly check to see if I can free up first. Yes, I can.
You'll be free soon. Maki,
Yes,
your father's waiting with his boat. Come with me.
I'll stay close, my lord. Thank you.
I really like that the father was trying to
We
train up in
killed
combat
them.
to save her.
They deserve this.
I know. I can't believe it's over.
And good for her following me up here. Like, I'm only looting, but you didn't have to. Right, let's head down. I don't think I've killed everyone. I mean, if I have, they've all just rushed into that area, but it seems there was more. I'm intrigued by that banner there. Don't know if that's for a tool, which I'll not reveal just yet, but there's a tool that you unlock a little bit later on. And they definitely have colourful banners like that, or colourful ribbons like that, to represent somewhere you can do something on. Let's head down. I'm satisfied we've looted all the boats.
I'm here, father.
Thanks of God.
I don't even know if I did this
Right away, my lord.
as before. Just for anyone who is unaware, I've played this
I was
game
with them for
twice,
days,
but only
father.
no more than half the game.
Should have come sooner.
It probably was
Both
less than
need
half the
rest.
game.
Get to shelter as soon as you have the strength to run.
We will, my lord.
Thank you.
And the only reason I didn't complete it was... The first time was just because I was used to playing... I just had so many other games on at the same time, so I just ended up losing track of where I was going. But then the second time I played it was about a month ago, when I got my PS5, and then I loved the 60 frames per
Where will
second.
we go, father?
And then the third time is this one, and I was in a position at that point to go right. That just cut as a great opportunity to actually just play it start to finish, no interruptions. I mean, don't get me wrong, I'll still be playing other games as well, but this is going to be a full run through. Today's stream's going to be a little bit shorter, but the other ones will be more substantial, I think. We do tend to try and stream for at least 3 hours in a single sitting. I don't think today's going to be 3 hours, I think. It'll be less than that, so I think I might do maybe one or two more tales, and then we'll move on. I have such good fun playing this, though. It's such a good game. Like, if we were rating games on a 1 to 10 scale, and not the typical sort of game rating scale where if you think a game is good, you give it an 8 out of 10. I think that's... and then it's like all the different 8-point-somethings represent just how good that game is. I think ultimately a good game should be a 6 out of 10, not an 8 out of 10. And a great game should be an 8 out of 10. And a phenomenal game, like in your top 10, should be 9 out of 10. Or top 5, 9 out of 10. But I'll give this maybe an 8 point. An 8.5 out of 10. That's what I'd that's my verdict. so strange. I know I've mentioned it about 100 times, but honestly, you never get bored of the amazing visuals. So we are going to get an extra location here from that person who is currently on ground. When we do, though, be a question mark, maybe a quest, we'll see. Oh, that was just rude. I love the kunai for that. Really helps sort out enemies you haven't got the stance for yet. And I think he's the last stance.
I thought I'd die here.
Be careful up there.
Take this. It's all I have.
Well, she gave me an item instead. But I'll still take it. Thank you, woman. 50 supplies, you know what? That's absolutely fine. And some bamboo. That's a nice little bonus. Okay, let's head up here. Ooh, a bear. But I want that for sure. 6 predator hides you get from these guys, which is the equivalent of 3 boars, so it's totally worth taking on. And if you can do it right, you can just take them down in one hit. Like that. Five from that one. Definitely got 6 from the one before, so I'm guessing it's between 5 and 6. Let's join in this fight over here. I don't know who it's between, but fight. I'm still confused who the other faction is. We've got, obviously,
Stand and fight me!
the Mongols, but there seems to be, like, the Mongols who are red, but then there's these other foes, but I'm not sure who they are. And they're the ones in, like, the pale brown colour attire. They're definitely enemies. Don't know if they're perhaps just people who are trying to take advantage of a war-torn Tsushima. Sorry, Tsushima. Realised I was pronouncing that wrong in the previous stream. You're not meant to say T. This is the sort of shrine that you could easily bump into accidentally. Obviously I didn't that time. But some shrines are like in really weird locations, whereas this one's in quite an open one. But quite often you need to go through like one of them gaps, but like to actually even see where it is. Whereas with this, you could see it from over there, so that being said, I've found I think 1 shrine by accident, maybe 2. All the others have been fox driven. Okay, so we've actually got something to burn down here. Cool. Okay, what I'm going to do, I'm actually going to call the stream there. I think this would be a good opportunity to allow us to revisit this in the next... Right, I'm just trying to go to the next option there. Revisit this and then start kick things off with the Mongol takeover straight away. So thank you to everyone that's joined. Thanks again for the raid earlier on, that was greatly appreciated, and all of the new follows again are also super appreciated. If you've supported the stream in any other way, whether that be through bits or even just chatting in the stream, or just even your presence alone, thank you so much for tuning in. So I'm going to go ahead and close it off there. We're going to go ahead and raid one of my stream buddies who is currently streaming right now, so just going to go ahead and type that in. And again, it's a big thank you. Also just a final happy birthday to my co-captain Dios there, and also we will get the Discord information distributed in the next stream, which will probably be tomorrow, I think. I should be a bit fresher tomorrow, so once I finish work, I should look to do it then. Okay, so let's commence the raid, and I will catch you all later. Thanks so much, and tomorrow, hopefully, I'll see you again. Thanks again. Bye bye.